All right, all right. Welcome, everyone. Great to see your faces. So excited to be joining you guys tonight on our team hang because we are talking about follow-up. As you know, every third week of the month, we're going to be talking about follow-up and sharing different tools, tips, information to help you guys be successful with follow-up. And I think after you hear some of this information tonight, you're going to realize that follow-up is truly the key to having a successful business. You know, we've heard all the time, fortune is in the follow-up, fortune is in the follow-through. And that is so applicable not only to our business, but to everything in life, right? Let's pretend, let's say your spouse or significant other only took you on one date and never followed up to take you on another date or talk to you, like you probably wouldn't be married, right? Thumbs down. So follow-up's so important in so many areas of life. And so the better we get at it in our business, the better we're going to be at it in all areas. So I wanted to help you guys see how important that is and how powerful that is for all of us. So I'm just going to dig right in. At the end, we're going to have some great takeaways and some opportunity for you guys to add any comments, questions, etc. But really, I want to ask you guys some questions. Have you forgotten the importance of follow-up to your business? Has the busyness of what you're doing and all the things that life's thrown at you, have you forgotten how important follow-ups are to your business? Follow-ups offer the opportunity to connect with your clients on a personal level. And it allows people time to think about pulling the trigger for an option, an opportunity, a purchase, and to remind them that the door is always open, okay? Follow-ups remind people that the door is always open. And we don't want to shut doors. We don't want to slam doors in people's faces. We always want them to know that they can partner with us, they can link arms with us and be a part of what we're doing because there's room for everyone. So you may experience, or you may have experienced, getting hit with a lot of objections or even people ghosting you, right? Has anyone had someone ghost them before? I mean, it happens. I've ghosted people. And so I can't really point the finger or, blame others because it's just something that happens with our busy lives and our busy schedules and the ease of social media and texting to forget. It's like easy to do, but it's also easy to forget because we get multiple messages sometimes and get it maybe at an inopportune time. Maybe it's, these things, getting objections, getting ghosted. Maybe it's taken the wind out of your sails. Maybe it's kind of dampened your excitement about sharing this amazing message, this amazing business with people. And you might be thinking, I'm so passionate about our products and about our opportunity to partner with us. I just need people to understand, right? Like you're just beating your head against a wall. Like, I just need people to understand where I'm coming from. Then they would totally get it. And I get that. I've been there. I've felt that. I experienced this back myself when I started in 2009. I remember people telling me that they already eat enough fruits and vegetables, and that maybe that others telling me they were already taking supplements, and other people who would buy, Chick-fil-A and other, things, but they wanted to do the research on Juice Plus. And so I remember kind of feeling that and feeling like, that I had the wind taken out of my sails because I was so excited and I didn't understand why people didn't understand how cool, fruits and vegetables in a capsule were, how cool having a laptop lifestyle to work from anywhere was. And so after this happened to me a couple of times, I quickly realized that I needed to grow myself and I needed to work on my confidence and helping others see me in my new role. So I turned to joining team hangs like this so that I could glean information from people who had gone before me. I turned to attending conferences. I turned to personal development books, listening to podcasts, and three-way connections with my mentor to help me be the change that I wanted to see. I realized that if I were on the outside, I needed to figure out how I could get people to trust me enough to take a chance on saying yes, to committing to ordering the product, to committing to partnering with me. And so people knew back then, and they know now, that I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a medical doctor. Back then, I wasn't a health coach. And people knew that. And so I went from being an advertising and marketing professional to, peddling fruits and veggies. And it was kind of there was a disconnect. And so I knew I needed to do the following things to help people trust me, and enough to give me their credit card, enough to say, I'll try it. I mean, we all have our few ride or die people that will do that anyways. But to get beyond that, I needed to kind of build that from the ground up. And so I knew these things. I needed to show people I knew what I was talking about. I knew I needed to show people that this actually works. And how was I going to do that? I would take the products faithfully every single day, make it a habit. I would follow our lifestyle programs to a T for 4 weeks, get my own results, and show people what I'm talking about. Not just tell them, but show them my own changes. I would show people how I'm taking the products, how I use the products. I would show people what the products are, and I would share my results from just taking the products. I would also take what I learned and I would teach it to people who follow me on Instagram. Back then we didn't have that. It was just Facebook. And so I would take what I was learning from my mentors, from being a part of this incredible healthy living community, from going to conferences. I would take that and I would disseminate it through social media so that people could start to see me in a new light. So I would share how I meal prep, what I do, how I meal plan for the week. What do I do on vacation to stay on track? Or what do I take with me on vacation to stay on track? How do I drink enough water? What are my favorite swaps? Healthy swaps, eat this, not that. What I do for workouts. How do I sneak veggies into my kids? How do I work from home with toddlers? I would just take what I'm learning. A lot of times we take it and we just start applying it, but you don't realize there's people in your life who are thinking, how can I do the same things? Those are the people you want to attract. And so taking the things that you're learning as you partner with us and sharing them with the world, that is going to build you credibility with people. And it can happen really quickly, especially if you can ramp up how you post on social media and the things that you share. And we'll go more into depth on that in another call. But and then once you start once you start doing that on social media, you start living it, and then you start sharing it, then you're going to show people how they can connect with you. How they can connect with you, how they can connect with our products, our services, our programs. And then you just connect with them. Maybe you reach out to all the people that like your posts. You reach out to people who comment. You reach out, you connect and follow up with people that you message you. Maybe someone says, hey, I want that recipe, or hey, I want to hear about your program. You're going to connect back with the people who are engaging with you through those means. And you're going to follow up. And so I recommend Google Sheets. It's easy. You can get an app on your phone that makes it super easy to access it from anywhere. And obviously, we are all about having a laptop lifestyle and being able to work from anywhere. So it's Google Sheets. You can get it on Android or iPhone. It's that one. It's there. That's what it looks like. And we have a master list template. If you don't already have this and you're wanting to use it for your business, I can send it to you. You do need a Gmail account. You can easily create one and you can use it just for this purpose or whatever you want to do, but you do need a Gmail account, and I can do that. So if you don't have it, let me know and I can send you a template for that. But basically this sheet is going to have the name of people that you're going to follow up with, the date of the conversation, and what they inquired about or what you connected on. So once you have your list and you're going to reach out to someone, the first thing you need to think about is, how do I get to know this person that I'm connecting with, this person that messaged me, this person that commented? How do I find their roadblocks, their obstacles? Where do they get tripped up along the way? Maybe it's in their health journey. Are there any other healthy habits they have? Are there any health challenges they have? Instead of just saying, I see this person as a sale, I really get interested in the person. I ask a lot of questions and I try to break down the walls with them so that they know I don't just want to sell them. Then once you've done this, you've broken down the walls, you've gotten the information, you know about this person, then you can give them recommendations about what will best serve them. I recommend the trio because you have cardiovascular health issues. I recommend the quad because I know you have multiple health goals and you're going to see results faster because of that. I recommend the family health study because you have kids who are over 4, right? You're going to be thinking about the things you learn about them and you're going to tell them what you recommend and be confident in what you recommend, because you can be confident because you've taken those products yourself. You can say, I take these and this is what I've experienced. So I know it's going to do good things in your body. I'm confident that this is going to help you with cardiovascular health because there's research that shows that if there's cardiovascular benefits for taking Juice Plus. Or I know my friend Casey who had asthma and it's completely helped her asthma. She got off her inhaler, right? You can share your story, you can share the research, you can share someone else's story, but you can share these things because you've asked those questions and you really got to know them. Also, not everyone is going to be ready on the first purchase, right? Light bulb, we wish, right? We wish we could just ask them one time and they're like, cool, here's my credit card, cha-ching. No, that doesn't happen. So we need to take the emotion out of the conversation. You need to detach from the outcome and let people be on this process of following up without being attached to to what they say, because ultimately we're just there to serve them and help them. And it doesn't mean anything about us if they say no, if they say not yet, if they say maybe later. It doesn't have any reflection on us or our products. It doesn't mean our products are bad. It doesn't mean our products aren't right for everyone. It doesn't mean that you're doing a bad job. It just means that they're not open or they're not ready. So just know that you need to take the emotion out of that conversation. So here's what it could look like when you're having a conversation with a potential client and they've given you their life story, their background, and you give them a recommendation. You've listened to them, you've talked with them, you've chatted, you've given them the link to order. And when you don't see that order come through, like you're like, yeah, this person's like gonna sign on the dotted line, they're about to order. When you realize in a day or so that they haven't ordered, you don't see the order come through, you don't see them showing up in your virtual office as a partner, you can simply just follow up and say, hey, Susie, I just want to follow up. I don't see your order yet. And I just wanted to make sure you don't have additional questions or something didn't go wrong when you signed up or when you placed your order. If you can let me know as soon as possible, I don't want you to miss this deadline to get your stuff in time to start our Shred Lifestyle program. Or I don't want you to miss getting the special gift we are doing for this month only, right? That's something that I use a lot at the end of the month because I want to push them in. People love freebies, right? You want to give them a little carrot. Maybe it's a $10 Amazon card, easy to send. I don't want you to miss the special gift we are doing this month only, or I don't want you to miss earning money back on your orders to you and be able to use them for your first promotion, right? So that's what you're sending them. So after you do this, typically people will either say, oh yes, I'm sorry, I plan to, I had a busy weekend, I just haven't had a chance, right? That happens. I do that to people too. Or they ghost you again, or the most maddening is probably they view the message and then they don't respond, right? That happens, and I've done it. It's just part of our society. So when this happens, you can wait a day or two and then go back with another message. Jamie, it's a few hours before you miss out on X. Like it's a few hours before it's our deadline for signing up for the Shred Lifestyle. It's, this is the last day to sign up for the Shred Lifestyle program. And insert something they told you. I know that you have a wedding coming up this summer, and I know how much this group would be helpful for you, and I would love to have the opportunity to work with you. Please let me know if you're interested. I'm saving you a spot. So see what I did there? You remind them that there's a deadline or that there's something that they can get by signing up quickly, and then you remind them of something they told you. Maybe they're concerned about an upcoming trip and trying to get healthy. Maybe they're concerned about their, disease prevention and heart health, or maybe they're concerned about their kids just, and the immunity and cold and flu that's rampant, like you just plug in something that they've told you there. And then after you sent that message, if they don't respond or, you know, they don't get back to you and they don't sign up yet, you can do one more follow-up and say, and here, I'm going to give you two different options because one's more for the shred and one's more just for the product. But the first is the shred. It says, Jamie, I know enrollment is closed, but I just wanted you to know that if you want me to follow up with you next month or in April when I run my next lifestyle group, I'm happy to do that. The door is always open. If you have questions about nutrition, workouts, mindset, I'm here to help you. And you just leave it at that. Like you put that out there. You let them know that you're there for them. And this builds so much trust with the people that you're following up with. An alternate option is, Jamie, I know the opportunity to get that gift card has passed, or that the opportunity to join the autoimmune event has passed. But I just want you to know that if you want me to follow up with you, you know, the next time we do a promotion or the next time we do an event like this, I'm happy to do that. The door is always open. If you have questions about nutrition, workout, mindsets, I'm here to help you. So you're just leaving it on a positive note and helping them see that you are there to serve them. Here are some tips when you're doing follow-up. Always focus on getting that yes. You're trying to get them to a yes. 40% of people you follow up with will say yes. I mean, that is huge, right? I mean, those odds are a lot better than most things that we put our faith in. Utilize exclusivity. I have one spot left. This is great for the Shred Lifestyle program. You could say, I'm mentoring 3 people this month and I have one spot left. I would love for it to be you. I'm going to hold the spot for you, right? If someone feels like you're holding a spot for them, they're more likely to give you an answer, yes or no, if they're going to take that spot. You can offer an incentive at the end of the month. If you get X, I'm offering a $10 Amazon gift card. I like Amazon, I think I said, because you can email it to them, and so you don't have to go buy something physically. You don't have to package it. You don't have to mail it. It's just really simple. You can also do Starbucks gift cards that way too. Or you can say, I'm offering my favorite cookbook to people who order by Valentine's Day or whatever, right? You can just include these special incentives, which we're just people that if there's something and it's a limited time or it's a special offer, that's why infomercials work, right? They're like, hey, for a limited time, you can get this 2 for the price of 1. It's kind of the same thing. Our mind just works psychologically that way. So the next thing is just keep following up, connecting, and offering value to people. That's one of the most undervalued things that we can do is offer value to people and offer support. And when you're posting on social media, make sure that you are creating content that reflects what people say to you. Share your team testimonials, share customer testimonials, share your personal results, share how it's helping you create residual income. Help people see and remember what you have to offer. I know we're really good about doing this with the products, but I would love, love, love to see us get better at doing this with our team. And, you know, this is something Casey and I talked about today, you know, with our team our team recognition we did, and just sharing that publicly, not just keeping it to our team, like highlighting the people who got special awards and putting it out there, letting people know I work with these awesome servant-hearted people and people who are making a big impact and people who are paying it forward, right? I mean, that's a great opportunity to show people and remind them about what we do. So I encourage you, do not ever hold back from sending that follow-up. Maybe, you know, it's something, well, not maybe, it is, follow-up is something you need to schedule. Maybe you do it daily, and that's what I do, just as just part of my rhythm. Or maybe it's one day a week for you. Maybe it's follow-up Friday, where you just really sit down every Friday, go through your list and do follow-up messages to everyone that you sent a message to last week, or everyone that you're in a conversation with. You connect with them, let them know what's going on in your life, invite them to whatever you have going on. See if there's anything you can do to support them in any way, shape, or form, right? So sometimes follow-up is asking for that sale. Sometimes it is offering to connect them to another resource. Sometimes it's inviting them to an event. I think sometimes after, you know, someone hasn't been ready, you know, they have ghosted or they haven't said yes for some reason, I kind of switched gears and you just let them know that I'm there for them by offering like, hey, I'm having this meal prep at my house. Why don't you come? Or, hey, I'm going to this food documentary. I would love for you to come with me, right? It's just showing them that you care, and that can go a long ways in getting those responses that you really want to get. And then follow-up is one of the most important business building activities you can do. At least 40% of your success comes from follow-up. And then I want to share a few follow-up statistics. 80% of your sales require you to follow up 5 to 12 times. What? I know, sounds kind of crazy, 5 to 12 times. When I first started this business, my mentor told me that it typically takes 5 to 7 times of following up with people for them to say yes to Juice Plus. And not just following up, but 5 to 7 connection points. So sometimes people are already primed for you. Somebody else talked to them about Juice Plus 10 years ago. They took it when they were in high school. Like they've had little touch points along the way. So by the time you get to them, they may only need 2 or 3 or 4, right? So it's not across the board. It's always 5 to 12, but just know that it is an investment. It's something that they're investing in their health. And so it does take that follow-up. It does take the education. But the awesome part about residual income is once you do that follow-up and you help them see the benefits and get really consistent with it, that can pay you for not only months, but years to come. And people can be your customers for life, and you continue to get paid on that activity you did now. So that's really, really cool. Most people only follow up once. Big mistake. Do not be the person who only follows up once. Number one, that's not how you're going to be successful. It's not professional, and it's not giving them the benefit of the doubt. People need more chances to say yes. Follow up with people 5 minutes after your Facebook Live has ended. They're more likely to convert to a lead. So especially people that have been on your Facebook Lives, when you're doing them, you're getting the word out there. You're sharing added value. You're providing something of value to them. And so they're more likely to have that trust factor with you. So maybe you schedule if you have scheduled Facebook Lives, maybe you schedule follow-up time right after that. And then 91% of customers are willing to refer, but only 11% of network marketers will even ask. And so sometimes your follow-up is with your customers, and it's asking them to refer you to their family, their friends, to point people in your directions, to connect you with people who are looking for similar benefits, similar results, people they know that could really use getting more fruits and veggies in daily. It's so simple. Just ask, guys. Let's all be committed to asking for more referrals from our customers, because when your customer refers you to someone, they already know your customer has a great experience, and they're going to be more likely to buy because of that third-party validation. So what are the next steps? Step 1, plan. What content can I do to really increase the amount of trust and credibility I have with my audience? I want you guys to plan 3 posts to do this week on social media that can really increase the trust. Remember, some of the things I said were showing people how you meal prep, sharing a healthy recipe, giving them, added value, showing if you're traveling, show them how you take your shakes or how you take your capsules with you to have immune support on the airplane, right? Just sharing the things that you're learning with the world so they can have that, they can give you that trust and credibility. Step 2, evaluate. Am I being consistent with my social media so that I am building trust and credibility with people? And so people know that I practice what I'm preaching, right? So step 1, plan 3 posts to do this week. Step 2, evaluate your social media. How consistent are you? Step 3, schedule your follow-ups. What are you going to do? When are you going to do them? What are you going to do? Who are you following up with? What day are you following up, right? Schedule your follow-ups. Make sure you have a system, whether it's follow-up Friday or every day you follow up with 2 people. It doesn't matter to me. It just needs to work for you. And then step 4, always follow up until you get a yes. The yes may be follow up with me next week. That might be the yes that you get, or it may be something to the effect of, yes, I just have been busy and I haven't got to it yet, right? It doesn't always mean yes is just an order, but you want to keep moving them through the follow-up system until you get them to a place where they are ready to sit down and link arms, partner with us, or get started on the products. So this week, schedule 3 posts, evaluate your social media, schedule your follow-ups, and keep going, guys. It pays to follow up. And I think I saw it posted earlier, Emily on our team, who had 17 customers in January. You know what? Someone asked, tell me your tips, your secrets. And she goes, I think it's just follow up. Like, she uses TeamZ, which is an incredible customer relationship management tool. She uses it for an hour each day, and it reminds her of who she's supposed to follow up with, because she can put in there follow-up reminders and what conversation she had. And it's a really great tool. So if you're the kind of person that needs a system to remind you to follow up with people and keep track of them for you, then that's definitely something to look into. It's teamz.com, TEAMZY. And I'm going to open it up in case anyone has thoughts, questions. We can chat about it. Or maybe you learned something new. Or maybe you have a follow-up tip. And can we give a shout out for Kristen? She's on her first team hang. What? Yeah. So exciting.
I was so nervous to unmute my voice. Hello.
Oh my gosh. Don't be nervous.
I just love that I can see your face too. The video is the best.
I can't see yours.
Oh, you can't? You have to scroll up or down maybe, or go to
side.
You just swipe. Yep.
Swipe. Are you on your phone? You swipe. Yeah.
Yep.
So guys, what do you think? Social media, are you guys planning your content so that people know, like, and trust you? Are you putting things out there that's going to give you more credibility? Are you scheduling your follow-ups week to week?
I just wanted to say the one thing that I thought of as you were talking was most people need 5 to 8 follow-ups. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I think I just needed 1. Me personally.
But Casey's been building rapport with you for a while, and you came to an event and you got third-party validation. You got to hear from Casey, you got to hear from me, you got to see, taste, touch, experience, everything. So when you come to an event, it's just like past experience, it kind of expedites that.
Yeah, it's
okay,
like
true.
The 5 to 7 exposure really becomes like 1 to 2 because you're having such heightened experience by coming to an event from hearing from someone else. And let's be real, that event was a lot of fun.
So fun.
Plus good food.
Oh my gosh, dreaming of that stuff still.
But yeah, I feel like I'm getting excited to do follow-ups with people because I'm excited for people to experience what I've experienced in a very small amount of time. So I feel like I'm doing that, but I'm also nervous to have more people to follow up with because I'm already so crappy with time management, which is just another thing that I'm working on right now. So.
Well, the good thing about that is it just will become a small piece of more days of your week. And it's just something that'll be kind of like brushing your teeth. You're just going to do it as part of your business. It's going to be a simple thing that you do, and you'll have a way to track it, whether it's on your Google Sheet or on using a resource like TeamZ. I mean, there's tools to help you manage that and make sure that you don't let people fall through the cracks. And the goal is to be talking to enough people that you're always going to have some people saying yes when you follow up, and some people are going to be, waiting in the wings. And, nobody's perfect at it, but there are systems that can really help you. And I really think that as you get more people to follow up with, just making it a more consistent. So every day it's 15 minutes of your time you're following up versus sitting down for 2 hours and doing follow up. That's harder to me because it seems more daunting.
Mm-hmm. I'm so tired. I had something to say and now I just forgot.
It's all good.
I think it was the TeamZ thing. I think I'm gonna do that. I think that is probably a good option for me.
For sure. Casey can show you all about it. Anyone else have thoughts, questions, things you loved, things you want to start?
Go
Hi,
ahead. Go ahead, Kristen.
I was just gonna say, I think it's nice to always have like a virtual event or an in-person event like on your radar. That's really nice to have to follow up with people. Like I think you mentioned that, Michelle, but just having, like, I know we have a call next Tuesday, so that's on the top of my mind. I also use Teamsy. I love it, and I'll be able to go through there and just kind of like plug people into calls, which is nice.
And on Teamsy, you can tag people in your contacts. So if you know someone has autoimmune, you can tag them with that, or they have, kids, you can tag them as like, family
local
study, or local, like Tyler, where I live, I could put like Tyler, so that when I'm wanting to invite someone to, or people that are pregnant or whatever, I can just tag people so that when I'm thinking of like, who should I invite to this event? Then I can go and search Teamsy for all the pregnant people, all the people with autoimmune, or even entrepreneurs. You can tag people who are entrepreneurs so you can know I'm going to invite them to my next wellness, ambassador program launch call or whatever. So, yep.
I don't know that I've heard that statistic before about asking for referrals. Like only 11% of network marketers actually do it. And I know I'm not great. I'm not in that 11% probably most of the time. So that's something that I really want to work on getting better. I've done it a couple times, but I know it's just very kind of just sliding and then they're like, well, if you think of anybody, but it's not specific enough.
Right. And you can schedule time for just following up with customers for that, or on your customer check-in calls. Like that can just be a part of your routine that you do with them, because everyone knows someone who would be great for the product or business. And so if we don't ask our people who their people are, then we're missing the boat.
And I want to kind of piggyback on that, because I used to have like weird, like fake fear around like asking for the referral, especially the people that especially people that have told me no to the business, even though they loved watching whatever or was a part of our community. And I love it now because honestly, most people that tell me no, they're like, thanks so much for reaching out to me and thinking of me. And I'm like, because I am giving them a good experience, and I can know that what we do and how we teach, ourselves and how we're teaching everybody on the team how to do this, that when I ask them, like, do you know anyone who, that struggles with, XYZ and could benefit from more nutrition? Do you know anyone who's expecting that could benefit from better nutrition? Or do you know anyone who would love to make an income from home part-time if I showed them how to do it? Like, I feel confident asking those questions because I know the process that we're all going through and taking these steps. And that's why these calls are so powerful, because what we really are putting in place right now is truly the blueprint system. And so just keep digging in. If you guys have questions about asking for referrals, for sure, reach up and ask.
Amen and amen. Well, how about we dance it out as we get off the call? You guys like that? Are you up for a little dance party? Okay.